Hello guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Pascal Ago. Hello. So today guys, we're going to be talking about questions and answers. Popular questions and answers. You can call them frequently asked questions for visas, for anything cancellation, for things concerning the visas, your situation as regards an overstay person who is working under somebody, and for some other cases, your cancellation and all. So sit back if you're in any of this situation or you have someone in any of this situation, and it is always good for you to know so that you can be able to advise anyone around you who is in such situation. Nobody wishes anybody bad, but these situations do happen. So sit back, my dear, and let's get to know what and how to handle these situations. So guys, before I continue, I want to make a shout out. I'm going to be making this shout out every week for every 5 persons that subscribe. Every first 5 persons that subscribes to this my channel, I'm going to be making a shout out to them, and I'm going to be laying out their channel, their YouTube channels too. So it's just to encourage you guys and just to tell you that I see you, I love you. Anyone who subscribes to my station, I see you. I get notifications of all persons who subscribe to my channel. So today we're going to be celebrating people like Ndoria G. Yeah, thank you for subscribing this week. Followed by Abdul Mumin. Sorry if I don't pronounce your names very well, please. Abdul Mumin. Next is Georgina's Lifestyle. Next is Jennifer Lopez fans. Yeah. And the last for the day is Shuaiba, Yunus Shuaiba. I think that's a kind of I don't know, but I don't think this is it's African though. So welcome to my channel. Thank you for subscribing, and then as time goes on, there are going to be some more better and good things. Thank you. I'm going to be mentioning this, like I said, every week. I'll mention 5 of my subscribers. Thank you very much, and let's go there, guys. So guys, today I'm talking about questions that normally comes up as regards your visas, your visa situations, your work permit situations, your contract situations, the contract you signed with your company. First of all, I want to tell you guys that most of these questions or most of these answers I'm going to be giving you today are actually according to personal experiences or experiences which I actually get to know about and inquired about from consultants, that is travel consultants, from my researches, and from people around me who have actually had the issues. I've also referred people whom had such issues to people who helped them to solve the problem. So I am actually first-hand. I will call myself as a first-hand experienced person in all these cases. I had my own personal experiences too. I'm going to tell you guys it's a bit story on my own part, and let's just go there, guys. So first on the issue is this: the issue of 2 years visa, your 2 years employment visa. First of all, that is when you get a job. After you get a job here, and then you are promised a 2-year visa, you sign a contract with your people. When you sign this contract, guys, when you sign this contract, or rather when you read this contract, it's going to be stipulating most of the companies actually give 90 to 95% of them actually give 2 years contract, although it's becoming popular now to give 3 years contract. So as we go on, let me tell you more, please. So the contracts you normally sign are always, it's either a limited contract or unlimited contract. Either it is limited or unlimited. Now I'm explaining what does this mean. Although I have other videos that have explained this before, but for the sake of people who are still not clear, I am explaining more on this. Limited contract means that you are going to stay in the contract till it expires. Till, if your contract is 2 years, you are going to stay up till 2 years before you can leave the job. You cannot cancel. Unlimited contract means you can cancel, but you have to stay for at least 6 months. Personally, I advise, if you want to cancel from an unlimited contract, it is better to cancel from after 1 year. Well, it depends on the kind of experience or the kind of job you're actually engaged with. You know your plans. But according to the law of the country here, of Dubai, of the United Arab Emirates, you can cancel after 6 months. But it is advisable for you to go for the cancellation after 1 year at least. My reason is this: it gets the company so annoyed, the company which you actually signed the contract with. They get so annoyed that they can try to make some issues for you. So that is it. Now for the limited contracts, all these are under the permanent residence. That is before you get your Emirates ID. So for the limited contract, guys, you cannot cancel. If you cancel, that means you have breached the contract. That means you will be paying. Your boss can make monetary claims from you. Now, how can these monetary claims be made? Your boss can file or sue you, so you can get to pay them for the number of months or year that you haven't been able to complete the contract for. Now, on the side of your boss, if he actually gets to terminate you or cancels you before then, you can also sue him or her. You can also sue your boss. You understand? You can also sue your boss to pay you for the remaining part of the months or a year in which he or she has gone against the contract or has breached the contract. So that's one of the things, guys. But I will tell you that about 90%, at least 90% or 95% of companies or organizations that you're going to be working with here in the UAE are actually making the unlimited visa. That is the one that you can easily be able to cancel because it benefits them, it benefits you. The reason being that I think the reason why they chose that is you could actually hire someone. They know they can actually hire someone who would not want to work but not want to cancel. It is going to be a problem for them. So it is better, way better for them to go for that unlimited. You understand, guys? So that is the issue concerning the two contracts, guys. So another question I want to answer, guys, is this. Someone asked, is my boss going to pay me gratuity because he has been with my passport, but I did not sign any contract? I have been working for the company. Is he going to pay me gratuity? I have been on an overstay. Is he going to pay me gratuity because he has collected my passport? Now, this is your answer, my brother or my sister. Or rather, my brother, the one who asked, is a guy. So my brother from Ras Al Khaimah, your employer is not liable to any form of gratuity or to pay you any form of money. I am saying there is nothing signed, nothing the both of you signed. You did not sign any dotted line, meaning you did not sign any contract with your boss. So there is nothing holding him. Nothing can hold him so as to be able to pay you. Why? Because you did not sign any contract with him. So he can easily deny that you're not even working with him. He can easily let you go and nothing would happen. Now there's another possibility. If you can provide evidence, concrete evidences that you are working with him, yes, you can be paid when you report him. But there is a twist to this. When you report him, that means you never got a work permit. You are working with a tourist visa or with your visit visa. So first of all, your employer or your company can be fined to the tune of 20,000 dirham and above. And you can be fined about 5,000 dirham. Notwithstanding that you are still on overstay. Your overstay fines are there. So there will be a topple. So you see, I believe before you think of reporting your boss to the police or to the labor, whichever be the case, you should think twice, because you ought to have signed a contract and gotten a work permit before you can work for them or work with them. Another person asked, although the questions are related to the one I just answered, he said, can I report him to the police if he refuses to pay me my money? To the police or the labor if he refuses to pay me my money? It's the same thing. You can report. Yes, you can report. But still, you have to know that when you report, there are consequences. You don't have a work permit. If you have a work permit, it's a different case. Yes, if you have a work permit and your employer is not paying you, you can easily report. Call or dial the number, the labor number. I always prefer you calling the labor and not the police. Call the labor, dial the labor number, which is 80060 860. When you dial it, you follow the voice prompt. It will direct you to a live customer, a real-time live attendant from the labor office. Now this labor office works from morning till 11 p.m. I think they're about 11 p.m. I'm actually talking from personal experience, guys. So guys, you can call and report them. They can be able to get your money. They will ask you some personal questions to make sure you are the one calling. They will ask you questions on your passport. So before you call them, guys, get to know your passport number, your full name, your country, your date of birth. Yes, they will ask you personal questions like this, and they might ask you the name of the company you're working with. They might actually at the end get to take the mobile number of the person you're working with. That is what they're going to use to contact the person so they can get to pay you. And if it is not being settled, they can actually invite you. Most of the time they get to invite you to their office. They give you a date, both you and your boss. Yes, guys, they do that. I'm talking from experience. I had that same case where they invited me and my boss in my former job to the labor office, and everything was settled there. I'll tell you more on that. Let's move on to the question, guys. Okay, this one says, can I report my boss to the police to get my passport, either while working with him or after working with him? The UAE law recognizes that nobody can hold anybody's passport for more than 24 hours. Of course, they know, reason being that your boss can actually take your passport to actually be able to make visas for you. But for more than 24 hours, you can report. You can actually try to tell the labor or whichever body to help you secure your passport, get your passport back. But guys, let's be realistic. Most of the companies here actually hold back your passports. And so, I wouldn't say it will be a nice thing, except if your company actually releases passport and you notice something shady. Most of the companies here still hold passport. I would say about 90 to 95% of companies here withhold your passport. Once they make visas for you, they give you the Emirates ID and then they take the passport. Now, in the case of when you are done with them, when you're through with them, or when you are no longer with the company, or let's say you cancelled and they are still with your passport, my dear, what you should do is to dial that number 860. Tell them about this. They will advise you on what to do. That number, which is the labor number, they will advise you on what to do. They can actually get to call your people. And believe you me, when your boss gets a call from the labor office or gets a message from the labor office, they are going to answer. Believe you me, their attention must be drawn, because the United Arab Emirates do not play with anybody when it comes to you maltreating people as an employer. So guys, that's where we have ended the video for this day. But please, I want you to do this. The only way you support me is by giving this video a like and subscribing to the channel. I don't ask anybody for any money. I don't ask you for anything. Subscribing to this channel is very free. So please give this video a thumbs up if you like the information, so that YouTube can get to suggest this video for other people who need the information. Get to subscribe. It is free. For subscription, it is free. It is not going to take anything or any money from you or any special thing from you. Just subscribe and support me so I can get to give out this information more often. Thank you guys. You're all amazing. And remember, if you get to subscribe to this channel, I get to show your name and your channel on this video, on my next video. So guys, stay cool, and we pray that everything gets better for our brothers in Nigeria. We pray that the two governments find a solution to this. We are still hearing of meetings and meetings and meetings. I love you guys. Subscribe so I can show your video or your channel the next video. I love you guys.